Book of the Week, Tools of Titans by Timothy Ferriss. Hi, welcome everybody. It's Jason Barlow, RMT, and I'm here today as your therapist, your coach, to help you transform your stress, tension, and pain into health, happiness, and vitality. This book that I'm sharing with you this week is not designed for you to sit down one Friday night and consume it over a weekend, although I'm sure some of you possibly could. I'm not that person. I'd love to be able to speed read. I've not developed that skill yet. Maybe in time I will learn how to do such a thing, but this is an excellent book that can be used more like an encyclopedia. What Timothy Ferriss has taken the time to do over, I'm sure, a span of time. But if you know anything about Timothy Ferriss, he has some pretty unique ways of managing his time and getting things done. But he's essentially looked at the tactics, routines, and habits of billionaires, icons, and world-class performers. What I really like then, if you dive into his index at the front, or the contents, is that he's segmented it into, I believe it's 3 parts. Yeah, so we've got health. So in that section on health, he's basically gone to some of the leaders in their fields and industries, from strength trainer Charles Poliquin to the Iceman, Wim Hof. And he's looking at what they've done and how they've achieved their success in their area. And he's obviously, as Timothy Ferriss loves to do, is condensed it into such a package that's easy to uptake for us as consumers, as well as something that we can take away, a little tidbit of information we can apply into our health program for ourselves. If we jump then into part 2, it's all about wealth. You know, he's interviewed Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I think Tony Robbins is on here, if I remember correctly. So he's gone to some of the wealthiest, most successful people in their fields, their industries, and providing you with this very short and condensed section to review so that you can impart that knowledge, take it away, take what works, discard what doesn't work. And then wisdom. He's gone into interviewing a variety of people, including here Kevin Costner, Jocko Willink, Rick Rubin, Eric Weinstein, Sam Cass, Jon Favreau, Jamie Foxx. There's a variety of people on here that you would recognize the names of. So this is a book that I would just recommend to have on the shelf. I could almost call this a toilet book too. You go take a seat and you're in there for a few minutes or so. This is a great book to take in there. It's, considering how thick it is, it's actually a lightweight book. I like how they've designed this. It's almost like a lighter weight paper and whatnot. So to give you a little summary on the back here, over the last 2 years, so there you go, it took 2 years. #1 New York Times bestseller author Tim Ferriss has collected the routines and tools of world-class performers around the globe. Now, the distilled notebook of tips and tricks that helped him double his income, flexibility, happiness, and more is available as Tools of Titans. Among hundreds of tactics, you will learn how to optimize your mornings with Tony Robbins' priming routine, how to go on the offense in your life like billionaire investor Chris Sacca, how Arnold Schwarzenegger uses psychological warfare and how he made millions before movie stardom, how the Wizard of Hollywood, Robert Rodriguez, turns weaknesses into strengths, how to overcome setbacks and failure like former Navy SEAL Jocko Willink, how to push through fear and instill confidence like Jamie Foxx, how to find and stress test opportunities like iconic entrepreneur Mark Andreessen, how to ask questions like best-selling author Malcolm Gladwell, and the list goes on. Tim Ferriss, if you're not aware of, he's one of the Fast Company's most innovative business people and one of Forbes' names you need to know. He's an early-stage tech investor, advisor, including things like Uber, Facebook, Alibaba, and more, and the author of 3 #1 New York Times and Wall Street Journal bestsellers. The 4-Hour Work Week, that was the first I'd read of his, The 4-Hour Body, and The 4-Hour Chef. The Observer and other media have called Tim the Oprah of audio due to the influence of his 100 million plus download podcast called The Tim Ferriss Show. So, Book of the Week, Tools of Titans by Tim Ferriss. Go get yourself a copy. Christmas is around the corner. It's a great one for anybody. Doesn't matter who you are. This is a book that should be consumed. I'll be sharing it with my sons when they get to reading, which is coming up. Thank you very much for joining me. I shall leave you on that note. As always, I'm here to serve you. Your muscle health is my #1 priority. These types of books that I'm sharing with you, I found them to be very beneficial to help me in my programs of health, pursuing health, happiness, vitality. So that's all I'm doing, is sharing this knowledge with you. So please take it away, do with it what you wish. And importantly, if you find benefit, then share it with somebody else. Provide a review, give me a thumbs up. Any kind of acknowledgement would be wonderful. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much for your time. And be sure to leave me a review on the podcast if you're listening in on this. Thank you. Take care. Have a great rest of your weekend.